All right, shalom, shalom. Kahalayim la Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bahashim Kahakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that really teach well. Much peace, love, and salutation to the whole elect that's pushing his word and truth to sincere heart. Shalom, this is the brother Batop back again through the spirit with another lesson. And Lord willing, this lesson be edifying. Just going to speak on current events, what's going on in Los Angeles. And I'm just going to bring out a couple articles, get a couple precepts, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. It says, many fear civil war has now come to America's doorstep. Los Angeles has become the epicenter of national unrest as President Donald Trump ordered the deployment of 2,000 National Guard troops to quell protests against intensified immigration enforcement. The move, which bypassed California Governor Gavin Newsom and Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass, has sparked widespread fears of a potential civil war. Protesters clashed with federal agents, setting vehicles ablaze and blocking major roads, while law enforcement responded with tear gas, rubber bullets, and flashbangs. And one thing about that just came to my mind when that movie Civil War came out, I believe either this year or last year. I believe it was last year. Or it was this year. It was one of these years. When that movie Civil War came out, California was one of those states that was outside of the Union of the U.S. So could there be some predictive programming in there? Just makes me think. California and Texas was the two states that was against the U.S. But could there be some predictive programming? So just wanted to bring that little nugget out. All right, for those that have seen the Civil War movie, they know what I'm talking about. It says the unrest centered around the Metropolitan Detention Center and other federal facilities stems from public outrage over immigration and custom enforcement raids targeting Latino communities, which this could be agents provocateurs. Let's go to the word agent provocateur. Oh, I was already Google. Agent provocateur, meaning agent provocateur is a person who induces others to be violent or commit an illegal act in order to incriminate them or discredit a cause. See, these riots could be some agent activity, agent provocateurs. Somebody got that phone call to go cause mayhem and rally people together, and to do this right here. Could be some people on the payroll. And that's not neither here nor there. I'm not saying this is the situation. I'm just saying, this could be the case, because we well know that Esau uses agents to conduct these type of attacks or these type of events behind the scenes. It'll make it seem like the people is doing it, but really it's people that are paid off, agents, if you will, that are used to excite people to do violent shit. And this could very well be the case. Now we know ICE has been going ham, locking up these so-called immigrants, and that could piss the people off. But sometimes people just need a little spark. They just need a little, because they need a little. They crouch lions, man. Sometimes Esau gotta use his agents to rile people up, man. So it says, many fear civil war has now come to America's doorstep. So let's go to the scriptures. Brothers probably already know where I'm finna go. I'm just giving my spiritual input on this. Same spiritual input other brothers got. This is the 2nd Esdras chapter 9 verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. See, we are seeing the signs that the Lord warned us about the evils and the uproars of the people in the book of Matthew, which I'm going to get that scripture next. This is a sign of the times that we're living in. And right now you having this uproar, protest against ICE. And Trump didn't waste no time sending the troops in, man. He didn't waste no time. And now, all of a sudden, Trump has sent Marines. I believe it says he sent Marines. Here it is. Right here, same website. 500 Marines have been mobilized to respond to protests in Los Angeles. See, Trump ain't wasting no time in sending the troops in, man. The Department of Defense announced that approximately 500 active duty Marines from the Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center in 29 Palms, California, are being mobilized to respond to escalating protests in Los Angeles. This development comes amid reports of intensifying civil unrest in the city, prompting what is gonna, if this keeps up, man, you know what's coming next: martial law, prompting federal authorities to take action and to support local law enforcement and protect federal personnel and infrastructure. Wasn't there an executive order that Trump signed into play that protects and strengthens the local law enforcement used by National Guard troops? We just went over this, man. Let's go to Google real quick. Google. Executive orders. See? Esau put that in there for a reason. Executive orders. Strengthening. Come on. Strengthening. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let's go back. Bear with me 1 second while I find this executive order. It came out on what month was that? It shouldn't be too far. There it is. Oh wait, strengthening the reliability. Nope. That's not it. It starts with strengthening. That's why I thought that was it. Where in the hell is that executive order? There it is. Strengthening and unleashing America's law enforcement to pursue criminals and protect innocent citizens. See? This executive order came out April 28th. Now, this is Section 4. It says Section 4, using national security assets for law and order within 90 days of the date of this order. Hold on, let's do some quick math real quick. April 28th. Today is June 9th. Where's my phone? Give me one. April, May, June. So it hasn't been a full 2 months yet. April 28th, May 28th, June 28th. So it hasn't been a full 2 months yet since this executive order was signed. But as you can see, it says within 90 days of the date of this order, the Attorney General and the Secretary of Defense, in consultation with the Secretary of Homeland Security and the heads of agencies as as appropriate, shall increase the provisions of military and national security assets in local jurisdictions to assist state and local law enforcement. Within 90 days of the date of this order, the Secretary of Defense, in coordinate with the Attorney General, shall determine how military and national security assets, training, non-lethal capabilities, and personnel can most effectively be utilized to prevent crime. See? What is this, what we're dealing with now? Government agents, the National Guard troops, and now you got the Marines rolling in. Got the troops coming in. See? 500 Marines have been mobilized. And this executive order wasn't signed no more than a month ago, no more than 2 months ago. Okay, so Los Angeles has been grappling with significant civil disturbances, with protests reportedly spiraling to violent unrest. The Department of Defense announced that approximately 500 active duty Marines from the Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center in 29 Palms, California, are being mobilized to respond to escalating protests in Los Angeles. This development comes amid reports of intensifying civil unrest in the city, prompting federal authorities to take action to support local law enforcement and protect federal personnel and infrastructure. Los Angeles has been grappling with significant civil disturbances, with protests reportedly spiraling into violent unrest. While the exact causes and scope of the protests remain fluid, posts on X indicate a charged atmosphere, with some users describing the situation as a nightmare and calling for decisive action to restore order. See, this is what they want. Decisive action. Order ab chaos. The deployment of active duty Marines marks a significant escalation in the federal response, signaling that the situation has surpassed the capacity of local law enforcement to manage effectively. See, this is what they want. They want the reason. They want this excuse to be able to bring order, man. They want this. This is what they want, man. Esau is fulfilling his heart's desire. This is only an inkling. This might just be the beginning of this, man. The Marines, primarily based at 29 Palms, have been placed on standby for deployment to Los Angeles. According to sources cited by CNN, their mission is focused on protecting federal personnel and facilities amid the unrest. This deployment involves active duty troops, not National Guard or Reserve forces, underscoring the seriousness of the situation. The use of active duty military personnel in domestic operations is rare. See, that means it doesn't happen all the time, and typically reserved for extreme circumstances such as widespread rioting and threats to critical infrastructure. Social media posts on X reflect a range of sentiments regarding the deployment. Some users have expressed support for the move, viewing it as a necessary step to reassert control, while others have raised concerns about the implications on military involvement in civil protests. One post suggested that the deployment signifies the federal government reasserting total command, highlighting the polarized reaction to the news. See? Order ab chaos. Order ab chaos. Google. Order ab chaos, meaning order ab chaos is a Latin phrase meaning order out of chaos. It signifies the creation of structure and organization from a state of disorder or uncertainty. The phrase is often used to describe the process of bringing clarity, purpose, and compassion to chaotic situations. And that's exactly what they want. Order, this Latin word means order, arrangement, or system. Ab, this Latin prefix means from or out of or by. Order by chaos. This chaos, this Latin word borrowed from Greek means chaos. Order ab chaos. highlighting the idea of creating structure and meaning from a state of disorder. That's exactly what they want. They want to bring. See, look, the meaning of order obkeo, the motto of the 33rd degree Mason. See, I might want. I'm gonna have to check that out. See what it says up in there. But yeah, order obkeo, order, bring order by chaos. Mommy saw being, yeah, cause chaos to bring order. This is what they want. Second Ezra chapter 9 verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people, then shall thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things which from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. See, now we're there was an earthquake recently. Let's verify that. Let's go to Google. Recent earthquake. Recent earthquake. There was an earthquake recently, right? Here you go. Apparently there was one in Turkey. This is a map of the most recent of the recent earthquakes. Salakia. So there was a earthquake recently. But we can see there's uproars of the people. There's some more. LA protests continue as California vows to sue Trump administration. LA protests live updates. Trump defends National Guard as Newsom fights back. The National Guard was sent to LA in 1992. This is different. See? Uproars of the people, man. All hell breaking loose. Beginning on June 6th, 2025, protests against immigration raids have taken place. Think about it. June 6th. June is the 6th month, and it's on the 6th day. Where's the other 6 at? Where's it at? June 6th. There's another 6 around here somewhere. Where is it? Beginning on June 6th, I find that kind of eye-opening that it's the 6th month and the 6th day, 2025. June 6, 2025, protests again against immigration raids have taken place within Los Angeles County, California, United States. Protests began in Los Angeles when Immigration and Customs Enforcement raided several city locations to arrest illegal immigrants. And now I just got wind, before I started this video, that the protests are spreading.
What you know about rolling down in the...
See? Protesters rally against ICE in downtown Phoenix, Arizona, which Phoenix, Arizona is in the southern, it's close to California, you know? So there are seen in the world uproars of the people, and the Lord has warned us about these are the signs. These are the signs of the times, man. The scriptures also said, the course of their actions shall stand in their own power. Second Ezra chapter 15, jumping down to the point. Verse 16, it says, "For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their own power." See, we're seeing the beginning stages of that. People not caring about the governor. People not caring about the president. People not caring about any good form of government that has power over them. They're going to do what they want to do. Verse 17, "A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able." Because what? Because of martial law. The cities are going to be locked down. "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and their houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." See? Now, we not sure how long these riots are going to go on, but it sure is eye-opening, man, to see what's going on in California right now, man. And if it spread, then it might cause all of America to get shut down, or it might cause all of America to get shut down.